He comes up to me and he goes, now remember, you know me, I'm hat to the side, hoodie. I'm a hip hop ass. From a distance, starts walking up to me like this. Yo, 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 what's up, homeboy? Yo, right? So I'm looking at this, I'm like, I'm looking for cameras. Like, is this a TV show, candid camera? Yo, 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 homie, yo. He said, yo, listen, before you say anything and call me a racist or anything like that, it's true, I am a racist, and I don't want your kind in this store. You gotta get out of here. Like I said, I cannot make these things up. That Genpop.store is open, you heard? Get your merch. Get your merch game up. You feel me? Genpop.store. Hats, t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies, jackets. If you're looking for it, it's there.
When it's time to come in, you're supposed to close it. So now everybody left their doors open. You know what I mean? Nobody locking in. Which caused them to come with the squad, smoke everybody out, right? Pound everybody out. They come from the inside and the outside. Each cell, boom, bop, boom, bop, boom, bop, boom, bop, boom, right?
You was in the first busload that came to Upstate when that shit opened up?
Oh yeah, that shit was like in August, maybe July or something. 99, right? And it was a whole bunch of motherfuckers on the bus. You know what I'm saying? Coming from everywhere. And I'm fucking Blood Through Black or Macco was up there. It was just a few Beef Stick was there.
What Black or Macco? Our Macco?
Nah.
Oh. Beef Stick from Queensbridge?
Yeah. So the Beef Stick like, yo, son, how you feeling? I'm like, yo, I don't want to go to this shit, son. I want to refuse this shit. So now niggas on the buses like, you know, they, yeah, I ain't coming to this shit. I'm refusing this shit. You know, you hear niggas talk, but at the same time, I'm like, nah, I'm really refusing this shit.
But yo, Upstate is the box the whole jail?
The whole jail is the box. It's just like one building that's just cadre. So if you got 8 billion, 9 billion, 10 billion, 11 billion, right? 12, let's say 12 billion to be cadre, right? That'll be dudes in the mess hall on the regular, it's just the majority of the population is box. It's just one building that's probably population, and that wasn't even filled up because it's just brand new, right? Matter of fact, it wasn't even, sergeants was giving out the trays. There wasn't even enough officers there. Right?
Nigga said sergeants was giving out trays.
Sergeants was giving out trays. Sergeants was giving out the mail. There wasn't even enough officers to fill the capacity that needed to be done at that particular time. Right? So now, but this is before I get in there. So now, we on a bus. So, Stick, this nigga Beef Stick is I know, he's telling me, yo, you refusing that, fuck that. Say we refusing it. So I'm like, well, alright, right? But in my mind, I'm really saying to myself, damn, this is just one situation that's just gonna get worse and worse and worse. My girl gonna leave me. I know she gonna leave me now, because I ain't gonna be able to explain this one. So, get off the bus, right? So they like, yo, face the wall. So I'm not facing the wall. So I'm from the jump. I ain't saying nothing. I'm silent protesting. I'm in my militant stance, right? This ever a stance, I don't want to be here. I should not be here. Give me Southport. Give me somewhere else, right? So they like, yo, you ain't hear what I said, so They like, all right, unshackle him from them together, from the legs, right? You know how they had the leg shackles on, so they take it off. So they tell me to face the wall. I don't face the wall. All right, so they slam me up, right? So I'm like, I'm in cuffs. I'm in cuffs. I'm in cuffs. So they scrape my whole face up against the concrete wall, slam me down, right? Drag me by the chains, right? Into the joint, pound me out, right? And then throw me in the cage, chained up still, right? So now I'm crushed.
Like a fucking animal.
I'm crushed, son, crushed. I'm talking about crushed, right? But I refuse to get in a fetal position. I'm just glad they didn't kick my teeth out. I'm just glad they didn't kick my nuts, you know what I mean? So I'm alright, but I'm not alright, right? So now, this nigga Beefsteak, now he's in the other pen. So now he don't even want to look over there, right? So I'm trying to hold it down, and I'm still cuffed up. So then they come in.
Here you cuz.
Yeah, they try to. So then, what's happening is that I'm crushed. So they come in there. So they're like, "You alright now?" So I'm like, "Yeah." They like, "You need any medical attention?" I'm like, "Nah, I don't need no medical attention." So they like, "Alright." So they unchain me, right? Boom. They unchain me. They take the shit off, and then they like, "We're gonna sit here. We're gonna feed you. We're gonna get your property. We're gonna get you on out of here. You're gonna go express." So they ship me out, right? I go some building, I don't even know where I'm at. They throw me in a joint. The next morning they come to bring me a tier 3. I'm like, oh shit, I should have went to medical. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So boom, I'm like, damn. So I'm like, alright. I read over it, I look at it. So they tried to flip and bounce it, say I attacked them. But his cameras all in the spot. So I beat the ticket, right? So when I beat the ticket, they send me to another billing. They send me the 9 billing, the 8 billing, one of them billings. Anyway, when I get over there, right? Now, they pulling some bullshit. They had the big trays. Now they decide they're going to switch the trays and get a little trays, 2 little trays. You remember the regular big size trays?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now
The child trays?
the child trays that like if you was on
And the cat, them brown shits.
yeah, them brown shits with the clear plastic on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or if you was in the medium and they come when you gonna keep lock pending
Yeah.
and they bring you the tray.
Yeah.
Alright. So but they switched up and they got a little shit like that now.
Some little shit?
Little shit, son. 2 little shits they start, you know, one is the cold tray, one is the hot tray. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they tried to slide the little boy in there. Now, at the same time, when they opened this up, they were selling candy bars like they sell in Southport, right? They were selling candy bars. They were selling good Neutrogena soap. They were selling everything that Southport had. They were selling it at the spot, right? Greeting cards you could send out to your people on all kind of occasions, right? It's a good commissary, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was equivalent to Southport. That's what it was, right?
Yeah.
So, now, something happened. Everybody want to protest. But at this time, it's a lot of the blood dudes coming down there. So they down there kind of thick. So now they just want to be radical. So now, but they got a good point on this one with these trays, you heard? I'm like, fuck that. I'm a die in here. So they do the protest. Alright, so we all don't lock out. Meaning, when they got the back gate open, when it's time to go for wreck, you know, you open your back door.
Yeah.
And then, when it's time to come in, you're supposed to close it. So now everybody left their doors open. You know what I mean? Nobody locking in. So which caused them to come with the squad, smoke everybody out, right? Pound everybody out. They come from the inside and the outside. Each cell, boom, bop, boom, bop, boom, bop, boom, bop, boom, right? So, go through that. That was it for me.
They lumped you?
Did they lump me? They gassed me, lumped me, shield me down. You know, they come with the shield. They just back you down with the shield. So you got to put your mattress up. It's truly warfare. But you have little, because they coming from the back too. You know what I mean? So they shielding you, banging you with the shield, right? After they gas you out. And it's like, it's really just inhumane, yo. It's like shit you never expect. You know what I mean? Then they throw you on the loaf after that.
Whole loaf?
The whole loaf, man. You get on the loaf, man. You know?
You was on that loaf before?
It's on that loaf, man. Yeah, it's a concentrated carrots and all kind of vegetables in the bread. And it's just the loaf. So they say have enough proteins to hold you down. Just deal with that and go.
You was eating that shit?
It got to the point, man.
Nigga had to get real. Nigga had to eat that loaf.
Had to eat that loaf.
How that shit taste though? Like, does it at least taste decent?
Yo, look, man. The thing is, you gotta sit there by the water fountain. You gotta sit there by the sink, and you gotta drink water. You gotta have some water going down with this thing.
That shit there is mad. Why it's mad thick?
No, man, you just like you break it and wet it, and you just eat it. People was doing. Some dudes was protesting it. It got to the point I couldn't protest no more. There was no more protest in me. You know? They broke me down to the last compound, but they ain't break me. So, right? I remember what George Jackson said. George Jackson came out the box. He came in the mess hall and everybody was protesting on the food strike. George Jackson came in, went on the line, got his food, sat down, started eating. And everybody looked at they just said, well, Comrade George, you know, we on strike, brother. You know, what's good? He said, well, how in the hell you gonna fight if you don't got no energy? I don't know what the hell y'all doing. Bust that good meal down, right?
Bust that good chicken a la king down, huh?
Bust it on down, right?
Turkey a la king, cause you know the
that
nigga.
Turkey a la king, yeah.
I used to be fucking that up. I don't give a fuck.
I love that shit. When they had that, I was happy with that white rice.
or the rice for the non-meat eaters, we get the soy with the cornbread.
Shit,
but for
disgusting.
the meat eaters, they get the chili and the beans with the rice.
That
cornbread.
is disgusting.
Chili con corn. That was the name of that.
Corn.
I used to fuck that chili con, that meal right there, chili con with rice and cornbread. Man, listen, man. I be dipping that cornbread.
And every Sunday I ate me a chicken leg.
And they had a side of string beans with that, if my memory serves correctly.
Yeah, that's some yeah.
That's fucked up. Nigga,
Yo, you know what else?
nigga ain't here talking about over jail food.
I'm gonna tell you what else was good in certain spots. Fucking macaroni and cheese with that beef, that goulash. Fucking goulash was serious. Macaroni and cheese with that meat. Goulash.
Son, that's when I stopped eating meat, son. That's what caused me to stop eating meat, son. The goulash. Alright, so after I get up off the loaf, and then I get on level. How the fuck do the levels go? When you first get there, you're on level 3, right? And then you work yourself up to level 1. Where'd I go? Anyway, you go upstairs when you get to level 2, right? And I think your aim is to get to level 1, right? So when I go upstairs, right? Boom. I go upstairs. I G out a spot, right? So now I come out. The next day, when it's time for rec, they crack the door, I go out. Now when I go out, directly across from me, it's like a little courtyard, right? And then like about facing me about 100 feet is another building. So them dudes is coming out an hour after us.
Right.
So now when they come out, this is when shit just started. I never seen no shit like this in my life, bro. It was Bloods, it was Crips, it was the Guards, it was Nietas, it was niggas that wasn't shit, it was bitch ass niggas, it was niggas that got kicked out the whip, it was turncoat niggas, some niggas that was hiding that snitched. So then they start bringing all the niggas from Southport, right? So now when the niggas Southport came through, some of them was already on, like, I guess level 1, or was it level 3?
I think 1 is the worst and 3 is the best.
All right, yeah, so they already on level 3, so boom, they start flooding it out. So boom, I'm seeing a lot of niggas coming. KC was there, right? Black King KC came through and he across.
What's KC from Farragut?
Nah, my son
No.
KC from Harlem.
Oh,
From Spanish Harlem,
He
right?
from the east side.
Right. So, motherfucking Wild Dave come over there. Corleone come over there. Don come right over there, right across from me, right? Now, and my son Quan is downstairs, right? So he's blood, right? So now when I come out, it's like so chaotic, bro. It's Trinidadios, it's Dominican powers. It was more Dominican powers than it was Trinidadios at the time, you heard? But they around, they existed, right? And it became like we was in a Tower of Babel, bro. So much, everybody's screaming, everybody's throwing lines.
What you
trying
mean?
to
You
get
talking
shit
about-
from point A to point B.
You talking
You
about
know?
and keep lock wreck? Like you talking about when niggas step out the back
we
of
on
their
keep
cells?
lock wreck. Yeah, when you step out, we on keep lock wreck. So everybody is trying to connect the dots. Niggas is throwing lines from point A to point B. Some niggas is clipping the lines and robbing the package. You know what I'm saying? Other niggas across is telling niggas, yo, the nigga trying to clip it. The nigga trying to clip it up, lift it up. There's niggas out there telling they codes. There's other niggas just trying to be assholes, to overtalk niggas. It's just, you can't hear shit. All you hear is babble. Nobody can make out nothing that's being said, and the shit was just so, the shit was like hell, my nigga. You heard? It was like just straight hell. Like, all you hear is like, the shit was just like demon voices, because you're hearing nothing but just loud, continuous chaos, son. It was like chaos. It was pandemonium. It was just, everybody was feeling the need to just get their point across, but nobody was getting nothing across, right? So what happened was, I came out, because remember, we come out a little before, an hour before the other side. So boom, I'm like, yo. So now it was a brother that was next to me, right? And his name was Hitman, right? And he said, yo, you don't know who I am, but I know who you is. I know who your people is, right? And so he was telling me some shit, some disturbing shit, right? And then he showed and proved it. So that shit kind of put me in a way, you know what I'm saying? But he asked me for my assistance, you know what I'm saying? Trying to rectify a situation. So I was like, yo, I got you, bro, you know? Anyway, so from kicking it with him, you know what I'm saying? He even explained the whole situation and seeing how he understood, you know what I mean? But the moral of the thing was that when I was kicking it with him, it kind of put a kind of rage in me. You know what I'm saying? And the rage was coming from a lot of different things because motherfuckers is just irritating me right now with all this just screaming, right? Because even though we the only one out, motherfuckers are still fishing from downstairs and shit like that. So it's like, and nobody's being...
So soon as niggas open, so what, they just open everybody gate at one time in the back?
It go like this, pop, 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 pop.
That get a nigga hype right there.
Yeah, and that's exactly how it sounds, son. Everybody's shit. And then if you wasn't on point to catch the door when they popped it, you'll have niggas inside yelling, yo, open, 15 cell, my door ain't open. And they probably scream back on the loudspeaker, yo, you wasn't on your door, you dead. So he'll be kicking the door all day, right? It's just all kind of just, the shit was, to me, I kind of honestly looked at this shit like a scientific experiment and was like, yo, they put us in these situations, motherfuckers become savages, losing all knowledge of themselves. That's what it was like. So boom, I came up with something. I said, yo, nah, I can't be around this shit, son. This shit is driving me crazy, my nigga.
So hold on. So as soon as you step out into the joints, niggas just everybody start making noise?
Everybody start making noise because everybody start making moves. And if a nigga is in 3 cell and he got a fish down there to motherfucking 14 cell, he got to start getting his situation. He got limited time because they level 1, so they only getting a short period of time to hang out. You know what I'm saying? And if they take too long or not locking in because they ain't complete their mission, the camera's gonna be on them like, yo, why you ain't locking the door? And then they gonna get knocked, and then they gonna bring the heat around the bend, and then everybody's shit might get knocked. So if you be the cause of something getting knocked because you hot the spot, then you know niggas gonna just boycott you. And you don't want to get boycotted. And then some niggas, when they get boycotted, they result to clipping niggas' lines when they coming through. So now they gonna forever stay on level 1 because they don't want to come upstairs because they know niggas gonna handle them when they come upstairs. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is you with me so far? Because these are the dynamics. And the dynamics change depending on, sometimes nigga catch that nigga that's down there clipping the lines. You know what I'm saying? And niggas
So
are
what,
wild
niggas
them
be
out,
clipping the lines and just stealing niggas what? Like what they niggas be trying to send, like weed and shit like that?
Niggas be sending, remember, and in these times, this is the beginning. So candy bars, you know what I'm saying? Candy bars, and this is, want me to tell you what was the hottest commodity at this time? Buttman. Buttman just came out.
What's that?
Buttman the magazine.
Oh.
It was huge. It knocked everything else out the box. It was knocking black, what was the black tails,
Yeah.
black players. What was them joints, the name of the magazines,
yeah,
man?
it was mostly just Blacktail that was dominating the whole market in the can.
When this shit came out, this shit changed the whole structure of pornography. You know what I'm saying? So these shits was hot commodities. These shits was like Jordans, my nigga. Soon as one come out, niggas had to have it. Niggas was doing, it was good swapping going on. So, you know, a lot of motherfuckers was making moves, getting shit done. Niggas had narcotics getting moved. Tobacco was just got eliminated because that's when they stopped it in '99. You know what I'm saying? From having it in sale. So motherfuckers was smuggling. And then if you had some, because at this time they stopped the cigarettes and then they was slowly phasing out selling the candy bars and all that too. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you had it, you was still able to hold it down. So everybody was stocking up. You know what I'm saying? They knew the end was coming. So things start getting chaotic, right? So boom. I said, I can't live like this, man. This shit is gonna do something to me, yo. You know what I'm saying? So what I did, right? I told the brothers downstairs, I forgot who was downstairs under me, which is not real good because everybody played a major part in this shit. And I don't even want to like not include or leave out anybody because everybody was pivotal. It was like, so I came out and I told KC, I told the nigga Corleone, and damn, it was some more brothers. I told Quan, and I told everybody like, yo, look, right? Like everything being real, this shit is like just pandemonium. Like we just living like savages. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every day we come out, nobody can get their point across. And that shit is because nobody don't know each other, so nobody don't give a fuck. Everybody is who they is. And everybody's repping they flow on what they repping. All that's cool and dandy. But at the same time, if niggas is really, really about that life, then it should be some respect. You know what I'm saying? So niggas was like, word. So I said, yo, so I feel like niggas should come out. Niggas should be let it know who they is, what they rep, you know, where they from. Not just, I'm from the barrio, you know, LES, but I'm from the barrio LES, but, you know, my people from Nicaragua, you know what I'm saying? This is where it's rough, but it's always love. And, you know, so when I came here, I seen shit was like this, so that shit caused me to move like this. I got with my people, and, you know, I felt good. I came here, I learned a lot of different shit. You know what I'm saying? I be thinking shit like was on some racist shit, but then I realized it's not. It's motherfuckers be planting certain shit. And a lot of shit I ain't know about before I boom. So everybody be breaking down their shit, who they is, and everybody be like, yo, boom. And then it'd be a forum where brothers are asking questions like, yo, so boom. Everything was just mad. So we'd go down the line and everybody let it be known who they is.
When niggas was locking out, the first cell was speaking first?
The first cells would be the ones downstairs, I believe. The
Nope.
level ones, if that's how it go.
And when you say you going down the line, so it's like niggas be in the cages and one nigga speak at a time and they go down the road?
One nigga speak at a time and nobody is talking. Everybody is on pause. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't a matter of, you know, like it was a demand. It was a basic understanding, like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Who is you? Why should I respect you? You know what I'm saying? So it give everybody an opportunity to let them know who they is, where they from, what they rep. You know what I'm saying? And how they got into this life and how they look at shit that's going on. You know what I'm saying? And that shit was so profound, bro, that it got to the point, bro, that nobody want to be disrespectful when somebody interrupt or they had to, yo, pardon me for a minute, excuse me, yo, bro, yo, I gotta just get this from over here. All right, bro, that's good, you good? All right, good looking out, peace. It was just pure, like, just the
order.
Opposite of what was going on, the opposite of what they wanted it to be about. You know what I'm saying? Or what they intended. You know what I'm saying?
Word,
so
dope.
It became like a real, you know, process that was brought about and structured, and it was needed. You know what I mean? And brothers was really being respectful. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I can't speak on what happened after that because I don't even know what happened to me. But I think I made it out the box from up there. That's what happened. But it was a lot of brothers that could pay testament, and it was a lot of heavy hitters that was coming through. Motherfuckers was leaving Southport. Some motherfuckers saying they liked the spot better than Southport. Some motherfuckers said they want to go back to Southport. You know, so I was telling motherfuckers my story, like, yo, I tried that refuse shit, and I got my ass whooped out savagely. You know what I'm saying? And got a tier 3, and it wasn't even worth it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I just took a stand that was just senseless and useless. You know what I mean? And if you take a stand, it should be standing on something, not just because. Word. So that shit was more so around. Don't let niggas, you know what I'm saying, provoke you to do something that don't have no purpose just because. Shit should have a reason. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. And I don't mean to laugh, man, but I just keep picturing how chaotic that shit was before it was some order up in there and everybody locked out.
I can't even, there's nothing I could tell you that could really demonstrate that what the fuck was going on, son.
How many cells? How many cells? Like, how many cells is it?
That'd be basically 45 people on one side talking to 45 people on another side. So that's what we talking about. That's basically 100 screaming lost souls, right? Just basically some motherfucker, and I told you, I gave you every aspect of some motherfuckers just being irritable. Some motherfuckers is gate monsters, they can't help themselves. Some motherfuckers is secretly doing subs at the gate monsters. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers is lining up what they gonna do for tomorrow, right? How they gonna come out and fish and who gonna help them, right? And it's just some motherfuckers is trying to build. Most motherfuckers is rhyming, right? And battling, but nobody could hear them, right? And it makes them feel like nobody care, right? And nobody don't, really, right? And then some other niggas is telling war stories, right? And then some other niggas that's from around the way is talking some around the way shit, right? Some niggas is beefing, right? Some niggas got drama from the town going back and forth. So shit was just
I'm laughing. That shit ain't even funny because that shit's fucking
nah, son, that shit was something
like,
different, son. That shit still got psychological remnants running around in my fucking brain, bro. That shit right there was just like telling you, son. That shit was like a few flew over the cuckoo nest, my G.
Nigga said that shit was like the Tower of that shit was Babylon.
That shit was Babylonian, bro. Motherfuckers it was so much language conversations. It sound like nothing. A bunch of jumbled up, mumbled up demons just speaking in tongues, bro. I swear to you. Swear to you, son. That shit made me have to do something, son. I don't know. God just touched me and came with a plan. Cause that shit right there was killing me on the inside, son. I couldn't do shit.
Oh, man. Yo, son. That shit got me crying. But like, yo, niggas talking in Spanish. Niggas talking in English, Spanish. Son. Niggas West Indian
shit going on. You know what I mean? All kind of gang language talks and shit going on.
Niggas singing.
You know what I mean?
Niggas say gang language.
What all kind of shit, son? All kind of shit. And it's like, it was just way too much psychological warfare going on. And then this is around the time when the 48 Laws of Power came out, right? So to have your arsenal, your library, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have certain ammo. Now, it's cool if you don't got the 5 rings. It's cool if you don't got, you know, heavy literature like The Wretch of the Earth, something like that. But you should have the Prince, and then you should have the laws, right? So now, motherfuckers are sitting going back and forth with the laws on the gate, and it's just like, this shit is just, who everybody's wanna be MacGyvers and more intricate in their next move when they get out, when they see they bandit. It's just way too much invested in this shit, son. Like, it was sad. It's just sickening. You know what I mean? But this the shit that was going on. Whoa.
So whatever happened to the nigga Beefstick?
Man, Beefstick fucked around and rode off into the sunset, and I ain't see that nigga no more until I seen him downtown. And fucking him and Lake was together downtown in a jewelry store. I told Lake on his ass too. I said, yo, you know this nigga got me fucked up, faked the jack on me. So he like, come on, say you gonna pull that one? I said, man.
When I was in Auburn, Key Block, I think in D Block, you know, in transit and shit like that. But they shitted on us. They had me upstairs. They shitted on us and left. They said, yo, we gonna come get y'all the next day. Niggas had us there for motherfucking 12 days, you heard? And son,
that's disrespectful.
My nigga, niggas was so loud on that Key Block. Niggas was screaming all night long, 4 or 5 in the morning, my nigga. You know what that shit made? Yo, that shit almost drove me insane, my nigga. Like, I could not sleep. A nigga eventually learns to sleep through all of that noise, my nigga. That shit is sickening that you learn to eventually say, I don't give a fuck how much noise is around me, I'm going to sleep. You know what I mean? But that was my first time experiencing that type of loudness, my nigga. Niggas like 25, go to 36. Nigga, 25 can't go to 36, nigga. What the fuck is you? I'm like, come on, bro. I'm like, yo, come on, bro. Nigga in motherfucking, nigga 4 tiers up, trying to scream down to a nigga on the flats. Hey, yo, D. Nigga like, yo, come on, bro. That nigga can't hear you. Called that nigga like 8 times. He ain't answer yet. He sleep or something, my nigga. Real talk though, man. That noise is different though.
The sad part is that I really did them brothers who I can't remember injustice. So really, whoever remember this time or who was there, please add on. Because I don't want to leave nobody out. That was some real monumental shit.
He comes up to me and he goes, now remember, you know me, I'm hat to the side, hoodie. I'm a hip hop ass. From a distance, starts walking up to me like this. Yo, what's up, homeboy? Yo, right? So I'm looking at this, I'm like, I'm looking for cameras. Like, is this a TV show, candid camera? Yo, homie, yo. He said, yo, listen, before you say anything and call me a racist or anything like that, it's true, I am a racist, and I don't want your kind in this store. You gotta get out of here. Like I said, I cannot make these things